Morning Show. It's the Mac Man 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 Morning Show. Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. No matter if you're near or far. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. 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 It's the Mac Man Morning Show.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
I am Pam Ghostin, owner and creator of Candle Dessert Lounge, Mississippi's finest dessert and drink candles that are hand poured right here in DeSoto County. Our motto is dessert and drinks, 0 calories. We strive to create a vivid imagination of the delicious gourmet desserts and tropical drinks by offering a sweet and zesty vibe with an experience that ignites both your taste buds and sense of creativity. We also do candle making parties, whether it's for a private party, birthdays, anniversary, bachelor or bachelorette parties, business team building. We can do a party for any occasion. For more information, call 662-460-5035. Also, check out our website at candledessertlounge.bigcartel.com. If you're looking for those one-of-a-kind gifts, our candles are perfect for you.
Tune in to the Mac Man Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mac Man Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And Grand Rising, great day. Grand Rising, great day. This is the 11th of November. And right now it is 7 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock in the morning. Central Standard Time, Grand Rising to each and every one of you. This is the Mac Man Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. on the East Coast. Right here on Mac Media 3 Productions. WKRA 92.7 FM has our license until 2026. We like to welcome all of our listeners and new viewers from Champaign, Illinois, the listeners from WRFU 104.5 FM on your dial. Welcome to our wonderful show today. I'm still getting familiar with the controls and everything, and we're going to get it together. And Grand Rising, let me call the roll before we go further. Let me say Grand Rising and good morning to all of you that are listening everywhere, even in the bushes. But more importantly, we like to say good morning and Grand Rising to Deacon Alvin Moore, Homewood, Illinois. We want to say good morning to you and your wonderful family, Apostle Anthony Reed and Sharon Reed, your dear mother, your daughter and son. We like to say Grand Rising to all of you that have given us an opportunity just to come into your homes, your places of business, or wherever you may be to get the news and inspiration and information that you need right here on the Magman Morning Show. You might say we have a interesting day. Uh, the government is getting ready to open back up again, according to the news reports and from what we have seen. People have gotten angry and upset at our new uh, justice, uh, Justice Jackson, Ketanji Brown Jackson, and they got mad at her because she uh, put a stay on benefits that was due to come to the recipients. What they did not know is that they set the orange man up for a trap, and they're going to give everybody their benefits. But let's talk about this opening of the government and what potentially can come out of this. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we don't have to say what we're in. Last Tuesday showed us where the people stood, showed us where our vote made a difference. I'm talking about Black America, Black women in particular. My hat's off to you because if it wasn't for the Black woman voting, motivating us to do what we're doing, and Black men wouldn't have got out and did nothing, wouldn't have voted, wouldn't have did anything too much. But it's the Black woman that got out and showed the world that we will not be pushed around. I'm not saying that the men didn't do anything, but it's something about our sisters, and we got to salute them. And I know that uh, there's no, uh, with me, there's no prejudice when it comes down to uh, the work in the field that must happen. Because there's a lot of work in the field. Good morning to Candle Dessert Lounge. We want to say good morning to all of you all. Y'all can say hello. Don't be sitting all in the back and in the cut unless you're already a member of the bushes. Already, it's okay. Um, so we're living in these days and times where we're blaming each other for the victory that we have. See, you got to be strategic when you're dealing with people. And it's what my mother called, and she says, be careful how you pull your hand out of the lion's mouth. Like to say good morning to Mrs. Singleton. How are you? And to DW, good morning to all of you all. Grand Rising to all of you all that are here. To Sharon Reed and to all of you all that are here. I got an interesting. I'm gonna talk about that later. But back to what I was saying. So don't fret. We're on target. Leader Jeffries will be Speaker of the House real soon, and they don't understand there is some a defector from the Republican Party. There's one of their representatives say they not with them. I don't care. These people don't went crazy and so forth and so on. We don't know whether they're going to caucus with the Republicans and get with them and vote for them. But there's a representative that's saying so she ain't having it. Plus, they got to swear in. Now they called all of the Congress persons in, the Congress members in, say fly here, even though you can't get an airplane safely. They say, God forbid, praying for everybody that's flying, trying to get to your destinations, trying to get away from your vacation destinations and getting back home. Um, I'm praying for all of you that you all make your flights and everything because it's going to be really, I mean, we're getting ready to go into a peak travel time, which is Thanksgiving and these holidays that are coming up that they got. And air traffic controllers are not going to work. They're calling in sick because they had not been paid. And you can't expect nobody to come to work and you ain't going to pay them. And the TSA screeners, the people that you got to go through to make sure that you got all your stuff is in order, they haven't been paid, and a lot of them look like us. And and they're men and women out there that are really just trying their best to do each and every day to serve this country. Why is it that these are the people that get picked on all the time? I'm about sick of it, and I think America is sick of it. We can complain all day about what's going on. Every day we talk about the subjects of what that food is doing each and every day. But then something, we take our eyes off of the real promise, and the promise is God. A politician can't save us. A politician is not going to bail us out. A politician is not going to be our redemption, whether we get sick, well, or whatever the case may be. A human being can't help us. There's some things humans cannot do, and there's a lot of things that they cannot do. There's some things they can do and they won't do. That's having compassion on one another. I don't expect the orange man to have compassion. I don't expect him to have mercy because he don't know anything. I don't expect him to show any affection because he don't know anything about it. Is that make him a horrible person? It does, because he is. He just thinks that the world revolves around him and rich people, that they're entitled to do what they're doing, that they're entitled to screw up the elections, that they're entitled to keep food out of children's mouths, keep the wages down, trying to get people to work for nothing. No, 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 no. I think they got it wrong somewhere. Somebody's got it wrong. We're looking at, you're mad and you're upset over the wrong things. And see, the Democrats were smart. If you look at it for what it's worth, the 8 people that voted for the opening of the government ain't running no more. They knew what they were doing. So the Democrats held fast. They made all of those 271, almost 271 members of the Republican Party, they made them move. 5 Democratic senators. 5 Democrats made them move. They went to the table, compromised, sat at the table, said, "We'll vote for you, but first of all, we got to be this way." That's what I call compromise. So why we getting mad at our Democratic brethren and sisters that made this move? Because just face it, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that if you're in the airplane and you don't have an air traffic controller up there knowing what he's doing, or you got a buck private up there, God help us all. We all live up above the skies, our houses and our schools and where we work and church and everything. And planes start falling, which they're not. I hope not. They're investigating. But if you don't have trained professionals in those towers, we in trouble. The military ain't being paid yet, and still and all, turned the military on its own citizens. Yeah, we can holler, we can complain, we can holler, we can do something about it like we did on Tuesday. You might say, man, why you say that? I believe the only way that we're going to be able to live a little bit comfortable, we got to put some people in there that really understands. Wait, hey, we ain't going for it. They thieves and robbers, not all of them. There's a lot of crooks in government. There's a lot of deceitful people, but there's some good-hearted people. There's some people in there that are really helping. Those are people that they had got rid of. They don't want you helping anybody. So we're at a quagmire. It's 17 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. MacMan Morning Show, and we don't look at things. And then these people get on radio and on television, on the media, that don't know what they're doing. Good morning, Miss Jessica. How are you? Congratulations on your gift and award from that organization. I didn't get a chance to put it in. Forgive me. I didn't get it done. I gotta get a lot of things done. So we're waiting patiently. It's been rough for us. And to finally, after the last election, national election that we had, to finally see some kind of light at the end of the tunnel with Project 2025, y'all ain't listening. Project 2025 is real. Chapter 11. Read about chapter 11. Y'all tell me if anybody of y'all, because everybody hollered that they didn't read part of it. Tell me what chapter 11 says. And they doing it right now. Now with the educational system. They're taking away all of they trying their best to not fund education and take those dollars and give them to these private institutions like the academies in the South. Why are we having problems out of the South all of a sudden? Why is it when evil wants to ride, they want to ride down here on the South, in the North too? But why do they think that they're going to win? Why do they think? I don't know. It's like a desperate attempt to, like, they just feel that their very lives depend on it. Are they, what do they call those, extinct? They think they're going to be extinct. So they got to do everything that they can to try to do whatever they got to do in the laboratory, doing all kind of things, saying that they want a pure race, just like the Nazis. That's what Hitler and them did. Them scientists over there were doing, trying to make a perfect race. Ain't no such thing as a perfect race. And what they called it, it is blonde hair and blue-eyed white people. And that's what they were doing. Now, I'm not knocking them or anything. I'm not knocking nobody's race, but I'm just simply saying, anytime, this is why we have the problems that we have today, folks, in the criminal justice system, in the government, and even in our own neighborhoods, because we failed to realize and to understand that we are human beings, we are people, and we deserve to be treated that way. No one man, no one woman should be bowed down to king or whatever the case. Ain't no king but God and Jesus. Ain't no king. God himself. He's the only one. And at that day, everybody's going to bow. Every knee is going to bow and every tongue going to confess. I don't care what you say, who you worship, or whatever the case may be. When it's all said and done and it all comes down to it, when we get before the throne of grace, of the throne of judgment, not grace, ain't going to be none. When we get to before the throne, I mean, did you give your? I'm not saying, and he ain't looking for perfect, but he ain't looking for evil neither. What's in your heart? There's a lot of people that can make themselves up to look like anything in the magazine and all kinds of stuff, put all kinds of stuff on their face and everything, and so forth and so on, and got the dirtiest dispositions because they're hiding behind the mask of saying, "Oh, I am a public servant." How many public servants do we really know? We paying taxes, you're paying this, you're paying that, you're doing this, you're doing that, and getting no results from it. Congratulations to those that have ran for office and won, but you got to govern now. You can't make any promises or any guarantees about nothing because you ain't got up in there. Now they've upset the Republican Party of the state of Mississippi. They real nervous right about now because they got clunked upside the head. Trust me, these people are not going for it. Why do you think, or how do you think that this evil that y'all been doing all along is going to rise up and take over again? You got a lot, it is a lot of taking over. And the main culprit, the main persons that's standing in the way of their superiority is people that look like me. Now, my brothers and sisters that are of the Caucasian persuasion, don't get mad or upset. It's been set that way. It's been set that way. Your color, your this, even people, your color, how you looking, will you make pretty children and all that other stuff, all these other, because of color, appearance, of what? Vanity, vanity, everything is vanity. What we look like, what we put on, what we buy, what our status is in life. Let the clothes make you, don't make the clothes. You make the, I mean, and we're wearing somebody else's name on our back. Wear your own name, create your own stuff. Take the tag out and put your own tag in there, or whatever, if you can, or whatever. Make it yours. Make something our own that we supposed to have. All right, now let's look at these news outlets, and let me start with something in the state of there's something. Now y'all know about crime. See, this is how they are. Keep trying to tell y'all ain't listening to me. This is how these people are. No, I don't want that story. I want to get another story. See, y'all root for me. Now, there's a lot of thievery going on in the state of Mississippi, and the people, and a lot of crookery going on. Now, I'm going to show you this. Let me get this done. I'm going to go over here. I want that story right there. Let us share. I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at over here. This is the headline that's going on over here. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Let me see if I can add to the screen. Let's see. All right, it should be coming. Did I do it? Yeah, I did. Come on. All right. In Mississippi, you heard about the sheriffs and the other law enforcement officers that that were arrested in this sting operation. And I don't know what's wrong with this thing here. I'm going to wait. All right. It ain't doing nothing. All right. Don't do that. All right. And they were saying to us, there was a crime that was going on. Now, they've been crooking all along in the state of Mississippi. These sheriffs and these other people, they have been, let me see if I can swirl this around. Hold on one second, folks. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. Stand by 1 second. We're trying to get the story up. There was an arrest made. Crime Stoppers in DeSoto County, Mississippi. I'm trying to get the story up now. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. God, just be with us. Okay, let me see if I can get this. All right. And let me read this right quick. I'm going to read it. All right. There was an audit done. The DeSoto County, Mississippi Crime Stoppers. These are the people that when you call in a crime tip, they supposed to give you X amount of dollars for your tip. Okay? Wait a minute. Let's see. Please reload, Jesus. Hold on 1 second, folks. Come on. Now, this don't make sense. I don't want it then. I don't want it. All right. I'm going to deal with what I got. Hold on. Come on in. I know what the problem is. I want to thank all of you all for being here once again. Now, in DeSoto County, Mississippi, let me give you the details about what's going on. Now, Crime Stoppers is a program where you call in your tips and you call in your tips and you get a reward for it. Whatever it is, it's a homicide, is whatever they put it out for. Well, there's been some mismanagement going on. Hold on a second. There's been some mismanagement going on. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There was some mismanagement going on with about $400,000 that was spent without authorization. Let me tell you about what happened. In Memphis, Tennessee, this is where it's coming out of, or they're right up above, below Memphis. The Mississippi State Auditor says the DeSoto County Crime Stoppers spent $400,000 in taxpayer money over 10 years without providing evidence that it even gave a tip to law enforcement or rewarded any tipsters. They were taking the money and put the tips out there, put the thing out there, and people get tips and they ain't paid nothing, they ain't did nothing. Now, Shad White, who is the Auditor General or the State Auditor of Mississippi, who it's his responsibility to find financial corruption in the state. He's also a devout Trump follower. He's a MAGA. He is a MAGA to his heart. Okay. He says, Mr. Shad White says, the organization, which exists to gather anonymous tips from private citizens to solve crimes, receive money from local governments through misdemeanor fines such as speeding tickets and etc. Okay, says meanwhile, the auditor's office is alleging that the DeSoto County Crime Stoppers paid extra fees to keep one of their two tip hotlines unpublished on the internet. So they kept one of the phone numbers off so you won't be calling. They didn't want to pay the extra fee. They point number two, accusation number two is that they could not produce any records showing that it collected or gave tips to law enforcement over a 10-year period. That they provided no record showing a reward paid to an informant in the last decade. They ain't paid nobody, but records. Point number three, records show that over $240,000, approximately 60% of the total spent, went to employee salaries instead. Further, records show the organization paid one employee for years. Just one. In 2023-2024, the DeSoto County Crime Stoppers purchased 3,000 calendars and paid over $600 to ship them 13 miles from a company in, now they right there in Mississippi, in DeSoto County, in Hernando. And from Horn Lake to Hernando, they say it's 13 miles. And they paid $600 to bring 3,000 paper calendars. Now you could have put them in a van in your car, and I'd have delivered them for 100 or whatever. It was $600 for just delivering 13 miles. Wow, they just some crooks. WREG, who provided this story, left a phone message with the DeSoto County Crime Stoppers for comment. As usual, they ain't said nothing. And this July, the DeSoto Times Tribune reported that South Haven, Hernando, Olive Branch, and DeSoto County had temporarily stopped payments to the organization until questions over whether the money was going, where was it going, were answered or answered. They haven't answered. Nan question. Now, the municipalities of South Haven, Hernando, and Olive Branch, these are the top three, or they're in the top. They're the largest population. I think is Horn Lake, South Haven, Horn Lake, Hernando, Olive Branch, Walls, and various other locations. They stopped, not Horn Lake though, but those three, Olive Branch, Hernando, and South Haven have stopped, and the county have stopped giving them any kind of money because of these things that are going on. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there are some people of another persuasion that don't look like me. I had to just straighten that out right then and there, let y'all know what the scoop was so y'all won't get nervous. Now, as I read that and as I looked at the situation for what it is, you say, Mr. Mack, why are you concentrated on these peoples in Mississippi? Well, Mississippi has made national news. Miss Parker, how y'all is? All of you all there. Hello, Miss Sims. How are you? Great, great. Good to see all of y'all. Oh, watch out. I got peoples in the chat here. That's great. Now, and as we look at this situation, let's look at this for what it is worth. See, the hood, see the wool has been pulled. Your eyes have been blinded. And let me tell you why. Here, this organization, and you don't think the police is crooked. Look at these people here. You got a homicide out there. Somebody done something to your relatives and to your peoples and all this other stuff. Okay, and you want some answers. So you know the money is on the street. So the Crime Stoppers say, well, we put a $1,500 reward out here if you tell us who shot XYZ or who robbed Mr. Haney's store or who took this or whatever to go, or something that was serious, who drove off and hit somebody or something. And the money is an incentive for people to come forward. Now they put a reward out there. They know that more than likely they're going to get a whole lot of tips. And from those tips, they'll get to the final solution. But these people ain't gave nothing to nobody. This is just a little local thing right here. That's a bigger problem all over the country. Now, they ain't paying Crime Stopper tips. They've given them salaries to themselves, unsolved crimes. That's why I said it's not the politician that we ought to be looking to. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, we got to deal with people. Yeah, we got to go to work. Yes, we have families. We have all those things. But deep down inside, around about, it is one question and one question only. Do you really know what's going on? Are we really fooled by what people are doing? Are the Democrats, the Republicans, the independents, the other parties, and the XYZs, all these people with these great organizations and these titles, they getting over like fat rats in the cheese factory, and we still have nothing. Mm. You can't even get an honest person to turn in an honest, decent tip on a crime and pay them accordingly because of the simple fact of the matter, there's greed. This is the MacMan Morning Show. It's 33 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. And people always say what the Central Time Zone, that's Chicago. Yeah, the Chicago time right here is go right through the middle of the country right here, right down that I-55 corridor. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'd like to say grand rising to all of you that are here. And thank y'all for being here. So good to see y'all. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back in a little bit. This is the MacMan Morning Show. We're just going to pay homage and just say thank you to some wonderful people that support our wonderful platform and show. Thank you very much. I'll be right back.
I am Pam Ghostin. I am Pam Ghostin, owner and creator of Candle Desserts Lounge, Mississippi's finest dessert and drink candles that are hand poured right here in DeSoto County. Our motto is dessert and drinks, 0 calories. We strive to create a vivid imagination of the delicious gourmet desserts and tropical drinks by offering a sweet and zesty vibe with an experience that ignites both your taste buds and sense of creativity. We also do candle making parties, whether it's for a private party, birthdays, anniversary, bachelor or bachelorette parties, business team building. We can do a party for any occasion. For more information, call 662-460-5035. Also, check out our website at candledessertlounge.bigcartel.com. If you're looking for those one-of-a-kind gifts, our candles are perfect for you.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, get over the Keisha. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising, good day to each and every one of you. It is a pleasure being here with you. Brother Lee Mack is coming back, folks. Trust me, he's coming back. I've reached out. I got to do some other stuff to get to him. He probably two shades in the wind mad at me, but don't be mad, Brother Lee. We just been cut. They trying to cut us off and all them other things and all that other stuff. We ain't worried about it. But listen, I want to thank each and every one of you for your help and your assistance in what you have been doing here, supporting us here at the Magman Morning Show. I don't ask for much. I'm not a beggar. I don't ask. I ain't gonna beg anybody for anything. And people, you know, something with independent media, you have to be able to do the things that you got to do. They call on you to do stories. They call on you to investigate. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. And I like to say that there's a cost. We don't get cut a check by corporate America or the corporate media or as they call mainstream. I'm one of the best reporters in the world. But if you give me some twos and fruits, I really can move because that means I have some bus fare or something. Let me be quiet. Stop all that because y'all ain't paid no bus fare, and y'all don't even know what. I don't even think they have bus fare now. I think it's cards or something. You got to go to the store, load your card up. They used to. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did when I was a kid on getting on the bus on the CTA. It was a certain amount of money you had to pay. And I come on, I got a bunch of pennies. That man said, I can't count all of it. He gave me a transfer. I don't know how many it wasn't a must. It wasn't enough. That was back in the day. Then they had the ones with the counter on it. Clink, 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 clink. And you drop all of them, then you get them stuck and they be stuck in there. Then he couldn't he, that was low down. But we was trying to make it to school and make it downtown and make it to the places that we had to go. Isn't it a shame we had to innovate ways? And you 10 and your mama say you better say you 8. Y'all ain't never had to see Trump ain't never had those kind of situations. Trump ain't never had to go to food stamp office. Trump's mama ain't never had to go to WIC. She ain't never scrubbed the toilet or had to go sit in front of folks and knowing that they don't like you, but then they want you to work for them. So they ain't never been through nothing. They ain't never stood in line at the food pantry. They never stood in line to try to see or to make sure that the kids get something for Christmas and you have to stand in the line to go to the giveaway. He'll never have to experience, he ain't never experienced nothing like that. He's never experienced it. Mm-mm. He ain't never experienced it when the lights go out and you had to get the candles. Okay, he ain't never experienced it when you know that high gas price. Y'all don't know nothing about people. Y'all, if y'all ever lived in Chicago, people's gas will kill you. Oh man, excuse my French. They hang you because it be freezing. And them more high gas bills. You got high gas bills now. Everything is going up. And this man is having parties down in Mar-a-Lago, shaking his tail with the young folks that he's a pedophile and had them children. The best thing that come out of this, not the best thing, but one of the things, see, Katanji Brown Jackson, Justice Jackson Brown Jackson, the new lady, was smart. See, y'all take it for granted. Oh, she the one told him to stop the welfare and all. No, she ain't tell him to do nothing. Say, just hold up. Let's see what the appellate court is going to do. But I want y'all to expeditiously get me an answer. See, being a Supreme Court justice, they have a certain segment of the country that they're responsible for, like their area or their set is cut up. I think how many is it up in 7 or 8 or how many of them? I don't know, is it 9 or something? It's cut up. And each one of these justices is responsible for these certain number of states as a chief justice or something like that, supervising supreme justice. And Ketanji Brown Jackson had this case. And she said, okay, I'll give him a stay, but you're going to have to pay fully to fully pay. See, they had a deadline. So she pulled it on her. All right, I give it to you. But by Monday morning, by this time, you better have everything ready. And what happened? 5 Democrats. I know Dick Durbin. That's my hometown senator. Okay, I know he ain't running no more. He old and everything. Y'all talking about him and everything. But Dick Durbin knew what to do. Nobody was sacrificed. Nobody voted for that thing on the Democratic Party that's running for office anymore because they ain't running no more. You got to have the government open, folks. You cannot be up in an airplane, on anything that's riding transportation wise because there are no workers. in the towers, in the air. You going to gym talking about, I'm going to Bermuda, I'm going to live my best life, I'm going overseas and everything. And ain't nobody there to guide your airplane up in the air. But you going somewhere. I want to know how you gonna get down if ain't nobody telling you how to get down. And what's clear, airplanes were almost colliding on the runway. That's just one thing. Let's talk about this food. You know good and well, I'm going to just tell the truth and shame the devil. I want to see if there's anybody out there that'll tell the truth. Get in the chat. Y'all talk about it. If I was talking about P. Diddy, his mammy, and all that other stuff, y'all be saying something. And about, what's his Charlie Kirk and all them other, that faggot. He's a punk. He's in hell right now. Would lift up his eyes. I don't care what nobody say. You can't put nobody in heaven or hell. Your actions put you there. And anytime your last words were talking about shooting and carrying on, and them folks doing all them finger waving and signals, and see, y'all don't know, I know the signals and all the stuff that they were doing behind his back. Yeah, they set him up to distract you. They a sacrifice there. Trump a sacrifice. His mammy was living. He would sacrifice her. His daddy, he hated him. His daddy was half senile and everything, took all the money that he was from his brothers and sisters and his siblings, and he got all the money and blew it. That's why his own family don't like him. And then he married this woman from overseas. She don't know, her eyes look like a cat woman or some titan carrying on, looking like, when we go low, we'll go high. You took Michelle Obama's speech and can't even talk, don't even know the vernacular. Yeah, we'll go high, lower, and we'll go lower, higher, higher. They couldn't even get it together. But yet that's our first lady, the hoochie coochie mama that's on the plane with naked. I ain't seen the pictures. That's what they say, that she's naked on the pictures and everything. She's a hoochie coochie girl. That's what she is. That's our first lady, showing her tail to the country. She don't care. She's just there because they put her with that fool. And then he think that that's his son. That's my son, the Baron Trump. You had some help, Jack. Don't look like you doing too much with your ankle swollen and everything, and your blood ain't circulating. Ain't nothing circulating. So I don't know how you getting whatever. See, he like all that funny business them Russians was doing to him over there. That's why he don't want the Epstein files to get. That's what it is, folks. But why you gonna be embarrassed? You know you old pedophile. You know all y'all all the evangelicals, and y'all know who y'all are. If you don't know what an evangelical is, you're not an evangelical. But they know who I'm talking about, that y'all told us that he's the best thing since Jesus, that blasphemy that came out of y'all mouth. See, y'all don't believe I listened to him. That's blasphemy. That thing, he held the Bible up wrong. How could he be the best thing since my Lord and my Savior? How could you insult him like that by putting Trump, Charlie Kirk's mammy, his wife that's cheating with the vice president? Y'all didn't think he was cheating? Well, look at y'all. Check out the pictures. He's up on stage with Charlie Kirk's wife, got her all behind the neck, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Now, y'all know y'all ain't going to have another man's wife. Got her. I wish somebody would. And you got to grab her by the neck and by the waist and thing in the pictures, and they flashing and carrying on. See, it was a setup. Oh, we get rid of Charlie, I can get his wife. Charlie Kirk, that is. I ain't talking about Uncle Charlie, our Uncle Charlie. Not Charlie Wilson, that's my boy. But no, we talking about that Charlie Kirk sitting in the chair. Pow, back up. I ain't talking about him, but look at that. Broad daylight. University, Utah, safest should be the safest place for the Trumps and the MAGAs. And then, man, the boy up on the roof. Now, they showed him jumping down. They never showed how he got up there. Where is he at? What is he doing? This and that and the other. Where did he get the gun? I ain't heard nothing. But they raise money off of them, talking about they're gonna put statues in the college, in the courtways of the colleges to reverence. Who the hell is he? Let there be no graven image. That's what the books say that I go by. All you and Muslims too. Y'all know what the deal is. We don't have no other God before him. No graven image. Look what they did. They got their own golden calf at the Republican convention. They had Trump as a golden statue, like a golden calf. He the golden boy. That's their image. That's who they worshiping. So they're gonna do what they God say do. Those of us that got some sense and know a little bit of something. No, the government ain't trying to do nothing for us. We got to barely make them do some things. Thank God it's operating. This is the McMahon Morning Show. Hey there, that's D Harris Interiors. Hey, I know y'all laughing at me. I'm telling the truth. Hey, Penelope. Hey, y'all. I'm going to take a break. Find me some water right quick. This is the McMahon Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Mac Media 3 Productions, WKRA 92.7 FM in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Got our license until 2026. WRFU, Champaign, Illinois. We'd like to welcome all of our listeners there. All of you that's listening from around not around the corner, from around the globe, hither and thither and thou. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back. Y'all just hang on a couple seconds.
If your
I'll
locks
be
ain't
back
right and your
in a
twist is
little bit.
on limp,
Hold on.
if your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Tune in to the McMahon Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the McMahon Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
It is 51 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. That's Central Standard Time where we are. It's 10:51 on the East Coast right here on Mac Media 3 Productions, the McMahon Morning Show. Like to say, let me say hello to some very special people in the state of Illinois that's here. I like to my True Deliverance of Faith folks. They don't know nothing about my Greater New Mount Eagle folks, but before I go any further, my True Deliverance of Faith folks, I want to praise God for all of you all. And you know that Jesus is the light of the world. And I thank God for True Deliverance of Faith Church. If you only knew the significance of that great congregation of people that I had the real play, and I'm grateful. I'm just grateful for them. I had to shout them out and everything. And to Lane Palmer, Brother Lane Palmer in Atlanta, in the Georgia area, I want to say hello to you, Lane and Gloria, dear people to me in my life. I wanted to thank them, or I'd like to say hey to them and everything. Happy. I want to wish all of our veterans, all of our service people, first responders, and all, but the service members, I know that you're under great stress and strain. I know that things are not as good as you would like them to be, but we salute you because you're our security. Welcome Welcome, Miss Singleton, to the Magman Morning Show. Welcome to all of you all. Welcome to Penelope is here. Everybody's here. All right. And got Miss D Harris. She must, she's doing great work. She got on my back about something the other day. Uh, I'm grateful for all of the wonderful people that are here. Happy Veterans Day to all of our service men and women, those that have are present and those that have gone on before. And that's going to get me to lead me into another portion of what I wanted to say. Now, the service members in the National Guard wasn't getting paid either. This man marched these folks up. Now, y'all remember this parade that he had saying that the Army was 200 years old, some kind of something he had going on. And they had this march down down, I guess, Pennsylvania Avenue or something like that. They rolled them tanks down there and tore up them streets and everything. You know, our streets ain't made for them tanks and things like that be rolling all up. It's bad enough when the tractors run up and down during farming and harvest season that you see some things. But enough of that. But so he had it. He want to be like Mussolini. He wants to be like Kim Jong Il. He want to be like the man over there in China. He ain't thinking about him. He because they got all of our debt. They hold it, and Putin he sent him a Russian wife and told him keep your eyes on him. You just you tell us what's going on. And he do something. I'd be nervous if I had somebody like that because you got the enemy sleep. You see, literally sleeping with the enemy. Or she's a Croatian. She's still one of them Russian folks. She's controlled by the Kremlin. They don't believe it. Look at what he has done. Now he has pardoned. Now y'all don't believe me. Here we are. He's pardoning Daryl Strawberry and all these other folks. I don't know what Brother Daryl did. I don't know what he did or whatever. Okay, he let him out. And not just because he letting black folks, that there's some folks he shouldn't let out. But let's talk about this Miss Maxwell lady too. But in addition to, let me get to Miss Maxwell later, but in a couple seconds. But the service men and women that are serving right now are not being paid. I want that to sink in at 55 minutes after the hour of 9. I mean, they're sitting back literally not paying these people. Our airport screeners, they're not paying these people. Terrible air traffic control, air accidents that are happening. More planes have failed under Trump than any other administration. Check it for yourself. So he's a dangerous man right now. Folks trying to get home, college kids trying to get home for Christmas and for Thanksgiving probably can't get there because the the air traffic controllers are not there. Now you got to back up. Now it's going to be what? They can raise the prices. Why? Because there's what? Limited space. Why? The highest bidder going to pay to get on anything flying. They taking money right out of our pocket. Now you got to get on a Greyhound on what's that bus that they call? Somebody know what that bus company that they got coming out. It come down out of Chicago too. That look like the England buses in England. Look, is it double decker bus? I don't think it's double decker, but it's one of them deckers. Well, whatever it is, if y'all know something, y'all put it in the chat. Think y'all don't have to be nervous like y'all don't know what's going on. Like y'all ain't never rode a bus. Y'all ain't been in a car all your life. Like I was talking about the CTA. We ain't had no car all the time. Okay. Wow. What's the wow for? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. I mean, you got to really understand and realize some of us don't have a car. Some people don't. And bus fare. Have you ever? I had to get up, whether it was snow up to my neck or whatever the case may be, and get out there and go to Carver High School, get on the 111, 115 bus to Michigan. Some days I walked. I got out early and I walked. I kept that little twos and through. I didn't mean to tell you. I'm sorry, Mom. I did. I had, because I had to stop by the old fashioned donut shop in Roseland. If y'all don't know nothing, you ain't had a. Y'all talk about Dunkin' Donuts and all them other folks. But I'm gonna shout out this man. I'm gonna get his information and get him. He's 89 years old and on 113th and oh okay. And to go to old fashioned donuts and get them. I mean, you talking about they got a Texas donut. They got a Texas donut, Mrs. Singleton. They got a Texas donut. That donut's so good. I mean, it's just great. That's the old fashioned donut shop. They had a fire over on the other building, and they thought it was the donut shop, and everybody run out to Michigan Avenue to try to see if they could help. Make sure they keep it. But we want to thank Old Fashioned Donuts in Roseland in the city of Chicago. I'm gonna shout you out. I ain't got no problem with it. You know, we got to support each other. And I'm glad that we have an opportunity that we can support each other. Back now to this here foolishness. Now, the Orange Man is going to, and these folks got us thinking right now that everything is good, but everything is not settled, folks. We still got some serious problems with these folks. And be selective in who you voting for. Don't just vote for somebody because they look like you. Can I get another witness? See, I can't put that up there. Who is that, Miss Sims? I can't put that. Yeah, I can. I might as well. Yeah, that's where them donuts is big. Them some don't, but they good. You can take. We was kids, and my sister Linda used to take us up there, and she get two of them, right? So it was four of us. She slice it, and one get one and one get. I mean, you had it was such a. It was great. I'm talking about. See, y'all don't know nothing about penny candy and going to the store get you some liver cheese and some hog head sauce and some crackers and stuff. That was lunch. Okay, y'all act like y'all just been in the country folks eat it or whatever the case may be. If it wasn't for sauce and lunch meat, and you go up there and say, I need $1 worth of liver cheese. I need $1 worth of y'all act like y'all been eating good and going to the grocery store and getting what you want all your life. But there was some times there was something that was called a budget, and you ate what you ate at the table. At the table, can I get a witness? What'd you say? Liver cheese? Yeah, liver cheese. You ain't heard that? Come on, Penelope. I know you heard about liver cheese. God help. Liver cheese is goose liver. That's what they call it. Y'all explain it. Somebody in the chat. That's what they call liver cheese or goose livers. And it's like a pate. Devil ham. That y'all know what devil food ham. It's like something like that, but it ain't that. Spam. No, not spam. No, it ain't spam. No, spam too hard. Devil food. What is it? Well, you ain't everybody don't eat that just because they on food stamp. Penelope, Penelope, everybody don't eat devil ham just because they on food stamp. That don't mean that now. People on food stamp don't eat ham hocks. I like ham hocks. Stop, Penelope. Stop. See. Okay. And what's that? What'd you say? 4 bag? Miss Sim says, "Oh my God, 4 bags of chips." But yeah, back then, see, y'all don't know nothing about all that. You can get 4 of them lays. Not they're vintners. I'm talking about Chicago. Y'all had Tom's down in the South and all those other. I ain't knocking that neither, but that liver cheese was good. It was good. Please ask your auntie. She probably now she might not know this. See, y'all North folks. I'm from the North too. I just been transplanted for the last years of my life. You never ate liver cheese either, Mrs. Singleton? Never? Hog head cheese, that's what they call sauce. That's what they call it. Y'all, look it up. As Brother Lee was saying, Brother Lee made it. Brother Lee made some sauce before. It was good. Y'all act like y'all don't know what sauce is. Wait a minute. Hog head cheese. That's what they called it. It wasn't cheese. It wasn't cheese per se. It's a process that you go through to get with it and everything. But okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But you know something? Yeah, we had to have things to survive. Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid. Now, Kool-Aid with no sugar ain't gonna work. And you can't put one gallon. Have you ever tried to make a gallon of Kool-Aid with one pack of Kool-Aid? And it'd be, you would call yourself, it's got color and it's sweet. But then, we blessed as a people. We blessed as a people. But we just got spoiled. Folks are spoiled nowadays. You couldn't bring no hog head cheese to the kid. They look at you like you crazy upside your head. Yeah, and talk about eating dinner at the table. They want to eat McDonald's and chicken nuggets and stuff. I knew somebody gonna say, why only people on the good stamps? I put it up here. Why the why the people why the only people on food stamps? I understand that typo. They ain't got to eat it if they don't want to. I'm just simply saying you can eat what man. People eating filet mignon on steak on food stamp, eating shrimp and crab. Y'all see them basket full of crab legs, folks got when they go to the store. Food stamps is dollars. It's equal. It's not food stamps to the merchant. It's cash money. For every dollar they pay the cash money and the tax. It's cash money. So the stores is hurting right now because ain't no EBT. That's what they call it now. It was food stamp. $65 book was the highest book. Can I get anybody that y'all ain't scared to say what the highest book was? It's $65. I think that's what it was, 65, and they go on down with them denominations. You, I'm telling the truth. See, y'all gonna learn something on the Mac Man Morning Show about some things. See, it ain't no okay. Let me see what you saying here. Just, I don't. What that's what they call. See, Penelope, why you start trouble this early in the morning? Slave food. Well, now, no, I'm just saying. Now, wait a minute. I like green sweet potatoes, catfish. I like fried chicken. I like all the things. See, because we didn't have an option as people, we did not have a option. Chitlins, I wouldn't eat nobody's chitlins. And knowing what it is, when they told me what it was, I can't stand the smell. I don't want to see it, but people like them. So that's contrary to me. You eating, y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna say what they are on the radio and on the air or anything. At 4 minutes after 10, I ain't trying to say what it is, but let's see. I don't know. You didn't know what the highest book? Yeah, they had different colors: brown, green, and blue. Wait, Grant, or was it brown was the dollar, blue was the 5, 10 was the green. It was some love like that. They had it, yeah. They had to pass them like chickens. Why y'all clouded? Chicken good. Ain't no, if it would chickens have died, that we must live. That's true. Many a chicken have died to keep us a living. If it wasn't for a chicken, we'd be through. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all act like y'all don't know what chicken and rice. We used to eat oatmeal for breakfast, right? We usually, yeah, oatmeal and get you some sugar, some little milk or something like that. And you got to ask them. It's not called, yeah, it's like goose liver. Y'all don't know what liver cheese is. Goose liver. It ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't all mixed together. Like, don't say it like that. It ain't all mixed together like that and stuff like that. I ain't trying to talk about that though, but how do you eat? Because Thanksgiving is coming and you ain't got no sweet potatoes on there. Ain't got no mac and cheese and some chicken and dressing and duck and dressing and stuff. People ate coon and dressing. Put the sweet potatoes around the coon. I ain't ate none now because it scared me to death. And possum and all that old. I didn't. No, I ain't going that far. I ain't going like that. Y'all already. I'm just telling the truth. Singleton, I'm telling the truth. That's what they eat. People eat hog maw and all that. I don't eat all that though. Then my relatives eat them. I ain't knocking them, but that's what folks eat. Now you think about what you eating. Okay, I want to ask y'all, what is your Thanksgiving dinner? Part of your Thanksgiving dinner, and you say if you eat eggs, it's part of the chicken. I like chickens. I like eggs. I'm not an egg eater. I'm not really. I don't know what you. Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Wait a minute, hold on. Y'all cutting up today. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Y'all got defrost. Have you ever had? You knew groceries was really, really coming when you had to you had to defrost the refrigerator. Had that. My sister used to eat the ice off the freezer up there. That she couldn't. I mean, that's all. I mean, I didn't. I thought it was, and she eat it. Like I thought it was snow or something. She didn't get crushed. Had to get it out the refrigerator. And have y'all ever ate starch before? Y'all know what I mean. The folks used to have a box of starch and be crunching and eating. And I thought it was chalk. And I'm looking like, why are you eating this stuff? Y'all know argyle. What is it called? Argyle or something other. Turkey mac and cheese. That's traditional. I need some ham. Where the ham? And let's see, you got ham down there green. Where the greens and it's where the green? What y'all talk about? Let's see. Wait a minute. Y'all talk. Okay, I want to see who's gonna have the best. I got that starch. What you mean? Absolutely not. What, Mrs. Singleton? I don't understand. Y'all got to explain yourself. Yeah, Argyle starch, the blue and white box. They used to eat the starch. I was baffled. I said, "Well, what's in there?" So I took a little piece. It was dry chalk, looked like chalk. I said, it was just. I don't know what they eat it for. I don't understand it. But that's neither here nor there. It is right now 8 minutes after the hour 10. Let's play our last commercial break for the day, and I'm gonna come back with some programming notes and everything. We done had us some fun. Argyle, y'all, y'all know I must have lost my mind because you think about them things back in the day. Back in the day, that's what people did. Okay? Wait a minute, don't Issa. No, I'm not saying you had to eat it. No, but there's some people. Have you ever? If you don't believe me, there's my cousins, my sisters. My cousin, sure enough, ate it. Had a box, and it was like it was something that she had to eat. And just like in the refrigerator, the Freon in the refrigerator made certain things cold and everything. So it used to be a whole lot of ice or frost around that little bitty thing that you put the ice trays in the refrigerator we had. Well, it was ice around it, and they would my sister would scrape it off. She make sure nobody bothered. That was hers. She didn't work. She scrape it off and she eat it. And it was just on every day of her life she ate this stuff. And it was just like it was. I don't know what it was. It was a habit forming or something that just like the starch. All right, we're gonna be back in a minute. Talk about all y'all think of something. What y'all gonna cook for Thanksgiving? Where you want to go? What regards? And if you have a veteran in your family, get prepared right now. Put them in the chat, and I'm going to put them on the screen. Type in the chat your loved one that you would like to remember on this Veterans Day, and we will salute them as we go out today from our broadcast. It's right now 10 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. in the Central Time Zone. If you had to be there at 10, you late. If you had to be there at 11, according to the East Coast, you're late. Okay, I want to make sure that we get all our veterans in. Type your name, type your folks in so that I can put them up on the screen. And we'll be back in a couple of seconds. This is the Magman Morning Show.
I am Pam Ghostin, owner and creator of Candle Desserts Lounge, Mississippi's finest dessert and drink candles that are hand poured right here in DeSoto County. Our motto is dessert and drinks, 0 calories. We strive to create a vivid imagination of the delicious gourmet desserts and tropical drinks by offering a sweet and zesty vibe with an experience that ignites both your taste buds and sense of creativity. We also do candle making parties, whether it's for a private party, birthdays, anniversary, bachelor or bachelorette parties, business team building. We can do a party for any occasion. For more information, call 662-460-5035. Also, check out our website at candledessertlounge.bigcartel.com. If you're looking for those one-of-a-kind gifts, our candles are perfect for you.
All right, get your veterans, that veteran that you would like to remember. Get that veteran's name, put it in the chat. I see some coming up now, some that you can remember, and just if you know any, just put them in. We're going to be right back. We're going to have another break. We'll be right back, y'all.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
I got some people in some high places that are working, and I'm not going to reveal where they work at, but I want to just say to our first responders and the person that is responsible for getting the police and the ambulance and everybody else to you when things go awry. That person know who I'm talking about. I cannot mention who they are, but thank you for listening on this morning. I know that you have a sensitive position, but I'm just grateful for everybody that's here. Hey, thank you all for being here. It is a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this our wonderful show. I want to thank y'all for putting in. Okay, Penelope, we like to say Penelope. We salute you. Thank you for your service, Penelope. Were you the general or the admiral, or what were you? What branch of? Tell us what branch you were in. I'm messing with you today, so I can see right here. Okay, Miss Sims has okay, mac and cheese. I'm talking about the veterans, Miss Sims, and everything. She talking about mac and cheese. Okay, and also Penelope's dad and both of her grandfathers served in the armed forces. We're so grateful for their service. Both her grandfathers and Miss Singleton, her father, Mr. Winfield, and we do thank him for his service. Thank you, sir, for your service. God bless your spirit also. Let's see now. Okay, now you didn't act right. Now you're talking about chitlins and things. Okay, salute to your late stepfather. Yes, Mr. Alexander. We God bless him and his spirit. Thank him for his service. Jerome Swan served in the Vietnam War. We salute you, sir, on this morning. Mr. Samuel Swan, WW2, Mr. I would like to salute my nephew, Shanari McCrae, my cousin, James McCrae Jr. Who else was there? My cousin, Billy McCrae. Who else was in the service? Mr. Samuel Williams, who was a retired Navy sailor officer, and he was a retired captain on the Memphis Police Department. I salute you, sir, and all of your service that you have given, and to all of our service members. Let's continue. Mr. Johnny Hayes, World War II, we salute you, sir. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, Sharon. That's Sharon Reed. You ain't been in no army. Get out of the way. Army of the Lord. Okay, all right, I got you. Okay, Penelope, we got you. The war on terrorism. You are there. Penelope does work for our government, and she she was a member of the Army, and we congratulate you. Her father was in the Navy, and grandfather was in the Army. Let's see here. Your mom gave. We ain't talking about stuff. Y'all still talking about stuff. We salute our soldiers. Behave yourself right there. Wait, I'll be back. Let's see here. Both your sisters, Miss Singleton's sisters, one was in the Navy and one was in the Army. I'm just happy, and even our starch folks that want to eat starch. Your brother Alvin Bernard Moore, that's Deacon Alvin Moore's son. He's a veteran. We salute him today. Also, although his sister's talking about eating starch and stuff. Your mom gave you what? But okay, y'all don't know. I brought y'all some. I didn't talk to her. Y'all know anything about alligator syrup or bear rabbit? I like what was the syrup in Chicago? Alligator. Mrs. Butterworth was a treat for us. But alligator syrup with the two shaking hands, that was our syrup, and some salmon and croquette with some rice. Now, see, a city boy like country food. I like biscuits and stuff. I like to eat wonderful. Yes, Lord, I do, and it's just good. And it ain't slave food, Penelope. It ain't like that. You just ain't ate the right from the right folks. You can't eat all folks' soul food. Everybody can't cook. I'm not eating everybody's cooking. I got to look at you for a second, see what you do. Do you wash your hands first? If you ain't wash your hands first, talking about cooking for me, it's over. Go and find me a hamburger or something. Wait, it's 18 minutes after the after the hour of 10 o'clock. This has been a wonderful Tuesday show. I've enjoyed everybody that's here. We got some new listeners and some new folks, and we got some brand new folks that are going to stick around. Yeah, alligator syrup, you know, they don't know nothing about no alligator syrup. And then like, but we recognize and we do thank all of you that serve, whether you serve. I like to always salute our first responders, our 911 operators, the people that y'all give a hard time to and don't want to get an address to when they ask you, please tell us where you at. Oh, Jesus God. Okay, I know that it's detrimental, but please get it out and let the operator and let that communication specialist get the right person to you. I heard something on television, a lady just screaming. She was just screaming, hollering, screaming and yelling and carrying on. And the lady kept asking, ma'am, what is your emergency? I don't know. And when she got through, she said, oh, ain't no emergency. Who is this? And you didn't even know you tied up that lady, that communication specialist, crazy. Them people's is nuts. Something wrong with the people's. I don't understand. Leave 911 alone. When you really need them, we need to get them. And all of my friends that work at your 911 centers all around the country and helping us out. I'm a first responder. I'm a firefighting officer. I'm a certified firefighting officer. Yeah, I jumped off fire trucks in many days. God help us. And I hope somebody was happy that we came to help. Uh, because there's some folks they get mad at you. You tore up my house, but sir, we gave you something to build. Oh, you did. Pastor Maurice Johnson. Okay, thank you, Sharon. I want to say to a family before we go of that I've known most of my life through my mom, a dear friend of my mom's, Mrs. Evelina Yarbrough Johnson. And you say, what is it? Yeah, a lot of y'all know Evelina Yarbrough, but you don't know y'all know that she was married to Pastor Maurice Johnson, who passed away on yesterday. Evelina's children and I, we grew up together, and Greater New Mount Eagle Church. She's a dear friend of my mother. And Evelina she's a member of Sweet Holy Spirit Church. Bishop Trotter, good morning to you, sir, and all of you all that serve at Sweet Holy Spirit. Um, Her husband passed away. Y'all pray for her and all of our families that are bereaved. Pray for our people at this time of the year. It's not easy for a lot of people during the holidays, and especially with the orange man trying to pop a whoop on us and do all this old craziness. It makes it aggravating. But please, you all, let's love somebody on these holidays. Invite somebody over if you know that they're by themselves or something. Invite somebody over. You know you're not gonna eat all that food. You want to try, get somebody to try it anyway. So get you some test samples. No, invite somebody. Just don't be nice during the holiday either. Okay, be nice all the year round. And people, you don't know what people are going through. And they say, Mr. Mack, why you always announce when somebody done departed? That it's not because they departed, but because there's somebody still here. They got loved ones that are still here. They gone to the beyond and don't want to come back either. Well, I don't think they have the ability, but I don't believe they do unless God give them to them. But they happy where but my thing is we got to love and care about the people that are here. And there are a lot of people that at live cheese? What's live cheese, Penelope? I don't know what you. I hope you ain't saying nothing else that I thought you were saying. Show a little love. So let's show a little grace, and let's be kind to each other. Okay, we getting ready to go on this Tuesday. I got. He is the orange man. that live in the house that just so happen to be white. That's another name for 'em. Liver. Oh, you don't like liver? Somebody, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I want you. I want to know if you all go to Mac Media 3. This is what I want y'all to do for this week. These coming weeks that's coming. I'm gonna see how many of y'all gonna do this. I want y'all to go to our email address, macmedia3 at gmail.com if you can, and send me your best Thanksgiving Day dinner picture. Now, don't go into the chip art and have all kind of. I know y'all ain't. I ain't got that kind of china. Y'all ain't got to have the queen's glasses and stuff like that. But take a picture and or something and send it to us so we can have a little. We have a little slideshow and see what y'all can do. I can't cook nothing, and I ain't good at cornbread. That's it. I can cook cornbread. That's it. I can't do nothing else, and maybe a pancake or two. But I won't. We won't starve. I won't. No more of that TV dinner. We really didn't have TV dinners as children. We didn't as kids. I mean, I mean say children. But the South uh, just wore the war out on us and everything. I want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you to all of our supporters and all of our people that are here. I ran over a little bit longer. But I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for all of you all that participated this morning. Y'all got some. Y'all had me laughing and see a skillet or what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? A skillet or oven? What for? What frying? What for liver? What do you use? You use a skillet, you fried. Don't you put it in some flour and fry liver? Now I know y'all like liver. Y'all act like y'all ain't. I couldn't stand it. I don't eat it. My mother. That's the only time that I eat plenty of rice. But I'm not eating no liver tonight. No ma'am. No ma'am. I don't want none. But my sisters and them and my brothers and them love it. I can't stand it. It's just like rubber or something. For cornbread, I like the You can put it in the skillet or a pan. I prefer a cast iron skillet, preheated a little bit with a little oil and self-rising cornmeal, and take a little, just a little bit of sugar, and you just, you hook it up in real cornmeal. I don't mean Jiffy. Jiffy is not cornmeal, folks. It's partially cornmeal, but it's not. It's more cake than anything. Get the real self-rising cornbread. Grandmama them, Big Mama them used to have cast iron. You exactly right. Cast ain't nothing like. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you're not gonna have no good cornbread. So you should. I'm not saying all cornbread is good out of it, but if you got you some skillet bread, as we would say, boy, Lord have mercy, help us all. And when you can smell it all through the house, help us all. I'm so grateful to all of y'all. Now y'all get your pictures out, y'all get them to me, and we're going to make sure that everybody's picture gets on. I'm going to remind you tomorrow too. Listen, I've got two new stories that I'm going to talk about. We're going to have a guest on Thursday. We have guests coming in talking about the injustice that's going on in the justice system in this region. We're going to have a very special guest that's going to be coming on. I'm going to get the graphic up to you and the reminder. Don't forget, before you leave here, just hit the like. You can subscribe. You want to know when we come on? If you subscribe, you'll get the alert the announcement that'll come out each and every day. We're not going to keep you long or anything like that. I really want to thank you for your support. Thank you for allowing me to have this time with you as we get the MacMan Morning Show and put it in the place where it needs to be, up there where it's supposed to be. We may not be number one, but sure enough, we're going to be in the number. We're going to make sure that we're there. And let me leave you with our affirmation that we leave you with each and every day. You don't have to be jealous of nobody, because once God gets through blessing them, he got more than enough left over to bless you and I. Have a great morning. Enjoy your day. If you're getting ready to go to work this evening, get you some rest. Y'all take care. Bundle up. It's cold. Get your spigot, your water hose spigots, folks. Wrap them up, put some tape, a cup or something around them, and be careful. There's a big deep freeze that's going on. My brothers and sisters in Chicago, I feel for you. I don't miss the snow. The season's all right, but I'm praying for y'all that y'all stay warm and everything out there. Like and subscribe, folks. It ain't gonna hurt you. And then, not only like and subscribe, in independent media, to get the real stories, we go out and we do all that we can. And we support, and then you can support us. Your gift is welcome and graciously appreciative because I don't beg, and I don't want to be forcing. Oh, give me this, and we got a goal to reach, and it. Whosoever will, let them do. And thank you for your gifts. I truly appreciate you. If you don't have Cash App, go grab one of them grandchildren or somebody or one of them nieces nephews and use theirs. Right now, until we get the other stuff hooked up, but right now it's doing what it has to do. Thank y'all for everything that you've done. And we'll be back here on tomorrow, same time, right here on the Mac Mary Border Show, cracking up. Y'all get your recipes together. I want to see who can really cook and do what they need to do. We'll be back here on tomorrow. Y'all take care.
It's the Mac Man Morning Show. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. It's the Mac Man Morning Show.
Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mac Man Morning Show.
It's the Mac Man Morning Show. It's the Mac Man Morning Show.